whole topic that we'll have you speak on is the importance of a detailed timeline for the day of your wedding.
Sure. So this actually ties very closely to that first question you asked. But when I'm having a consult with a potential client, I basically like to compare your wedding day timeline to a screenplay. So it's not an itinerary. An itinerary is great. That's a one-pager that gives a really quick summary of what's going on and when the big things are happening, when's the first look, when is the ceremony starting. But your timeline should be as detailed as a screenplay. So if someone in a play has to walk across the stage and pick up a broom, it can be written down. And that is how the timelines that I produce for clients look. I know I've seen many other planners' timelines. They're also very similar in that. Generally, I would say our timelines are around 8 to 10 pages in length. They also have a full contact list for every single vendor with a day of contact. They have a full contact list for your bridal party and any immediate family members who, in a pinch, if we need to know where they are, we can call them. If we've had some sort of emergency that the bride doesn't need to know about because it can get fixed with a quick phone call, we don't have to go be like, hey, don't worry about it, but what's your dad's phone number? We've got it. We also have names then for, we'll have father of the bride, here's his name, here's his phone number. So during that, during the grand entrance, it's written down the order, but let's say the DJ set down the timeline or they didn't hire a professional like Ed, and they're like, what's the father of the bride's name for the father of the bride dance? I can just hand in my timeline. It's got the contact on there. We've already got his name. We don't have to accidentally call him the wrong name. So the importance of a detailed timeline, I really actually can't stress it enough. And this also goes down to, on your wedding day, do you want to be asked questions all day about who's supposed to do what, or what needs to go where, or who was bringing the cake again? I know you said it was Uncle Bob. What time is he supposed to be here? Do we have a phone number for Uncle Bob? Because nobody's heard from him. You don't want to have to answer any of those questions. And if you're working with a coordinator, then they'll be that main point of contact. And I remember a lot of things, but I also work with a lot of brides. So basically my goal is, if it's in your brain and I need to know about it, it needs to be written down. And that's actually really what I'm working on with my clients during that planning process, even if it's just a coordination client, is getting that detailed timeline. I actually use a third-party platform that allows me to communicate with my clients on a timeline. So we actually can leave comments back and forth. We can make edits together virtually. So that's how I do it. Other planners will have their own methods, but that's also another reason why I recommend hiring as soon as you can, because even if you're not having our help planning the actual shindig, we will help you tie it all up with a pretty bow.